Foul on Sophie Cunningham. That is her first team second. Coming in for Phoenix number 14, DeWanna.
We're pouring one out for the career of DeWanna Bonner. Pouring one out for the career of DeWanna Bonner because she is washed.
The Indiana Fever's matchup with the Phoenix Mercury was supposed to be just another regular season game. But oh no, this one was anything but ordinary. What unfolded wasn't just basketball, it was pure theater. One of the most dramatic, chaotic, and flat-out unforgettable showdowns of the entire season.
With DeWanna Bonner getting booed as soon as she entered the game. Shout out to all the fans in the building that were like, you know what? You did this organization dirty. You did the fans dirty. You did your teammates dirty. Our first chance we get when you come into the basketball game, we are going to boo you and boo you so you hear.
The Fever were already walking into the night with adversity stacked against them. Their superstar, Caitlin Clark, was sidelined with a nagging groin injury, leaving the team without its engine. But here's where the plot really thickened. DeWanna Bonner was making her first return to Indianapolis since her messy, headline-grabbing departure.
DeWanna Bonner, much to the Fever fans, in attendance, much to their credit, they didn't play nice tonight. Good job. They booed the hell out of DeWanna Bonner. And then Alyssa Thomas started jawing at the fans. Well, let me understand something. You want fans booted out of arenas, but it's okay for you to talk shit?
And let me tell you, when I say messy, I mean messy with a capital MESSY. This wasn't just some role player returning to face an old squad. No, this was a storyline dripping with tension before the ball even tipped. From the second DeWanna Bonner set foot in that arena, you could feel it in the air. This night had drama written all over it.
Foul on Sophie Cunningham. That is her first team second. Coming in for Phoenix number 14, DeWanna Bonner.
Look at this. Look at Satu Sabali clap. And she ended up getting clapped by the Indiana Fever. Nasty work. Satu Sabali, you played like trash, by the way.
That is her first team second.
If you're enjoying this, hit that subscribe button because trust me, this story is only getting crazier. Let's rewind for a second and break down how we even got here. DeWanna Bonner, 6-time WNBA All-Star, 2-time champion with the Phoenix Mercury, a bona fide legend of the game, was supposed to be the Indiana Fever's not-so-secret weapon this season. She wasn't just a veteran pickup.
It's disrespectful the way DeWanna Bonner quit on this team. This is sports. You women's basketball players and women's basketball fans sit up here and act like everything is supposed to be peaches and cream all the time. Stadiums, arenas, everybody boos players. Especially when there's a fallout or some goofy shit that happens.
The Fever brought Bonner back in February 2025 as one of their marquee free agent signings. This wasn't just a roster move, it was a statement. She was supposed to be the veteran anchor, the voice of experience that would help steer Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston toward championship contention. And the Fever paid her like it, $2,200,000 a year, making her the third highest paid player on the roster. Expectations weren't just high, they were sky high, with Bonner cast as the missing piece of a potential super.
The Fever signed Bonner this offseason, a 2-time WNBA champion, to help this young core bring the franchise back into title contention. The Fever have only won one title in 2012, and prior to last season, they had not made the playoffs in 7 years. So while experience is an important factor in helping a team return to title contention, so is fit. And what I've learned from multiple sources is that from the onset, the fit between the Fever and Bonner was not a good one.
But here's where everything went completely sideways. Bonner started the year in the Fever's starting lineup, but after just 3 games, she was demoted to the bench, a stunning move for someone signed to be a cornerstone veteran. And it only got uglier from there. She ended up playing just 9 games total in an Indiana uniform.
9.
For a big signing that was supposed to stabilize the roster, it was nothing short of disastrous. Her production cratered, just 7.1 points and 3.8 rebounds per game on an abysmal 34.5% shooting. To put that in perspective, this is a player who had averaged double figures for 15 straight seasons. In Indiana, she had more games without a single made field goal than games where she cracked double digits. That's how bad it was.
I boo people for less. I boo people for way less. Like, if somebody played for my team, my favorite team, and they left after 9 to 10 games, wasn't a good fit. I'm sure she dealt with some shit. I'd feel the type of way her coming back into my house. That's just fandom, okay? So, again, open to constructive feedback. I think that's sports, man. I'm gonna be booing people all the time. I love it. Boo. I love booing.
But wait, it gets even more dramatic. In mid-June, the Fever suddenly announced that Bonner would be stepping away from the team for personal reasons. No timeline, no details, just vague wording and radio silence. As her absence stretched to nearly 2 weeks, the whispers turned into reports. Bonner had actually requested a trade. Can you believe that? She basically said, "I don't want to be here anymore," and just stopped playing. Multiple insiders confirmed what fans were already suspecting, that the fit in Indiana had been off from day one. Bonner herself later admitted it simply didn't work out. The Fever had brought her in to be the steady veteran with championship pedigree, but instead she bailed when things got tough. Indiana shopped her around, trying to find a trade partner, but no one wanted to take on her contract or her baggage. And so, on June 25th, the Fever flat out waived her. And guess what happened next? 2 weeks later, on July 8th, she signed with the Phoenix Mercury, right back where her career began. Full circle, but with a trail of chaos in her wake.
After 3 games in a starting role, Bonner was moved to the bench in favor of shooting guard Lexi Hull, and 6 games later, she was done with the Fever. The Fever originally cited personal reasons for her absence, but what I learned later, again from multiple sources, was that the team was actually actively shopping her on the trade market.
Fast forward to July 30th, and here comes DeWanna Bonner striding back into Gainbridge Fieldhouse in a Phoenix Mercury jersey. The fans? Oh, they knew exactly what time it was. The moment, and I mean the exact moment, she checked into the game with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. The place erupted. Not in cheers, not in polite applause. We're talking sustained, loud, relentless boos raining down from every corner of the arena. Fever fans weren't playing nice. Some even hurled "quitter" chants straight at her. The disrespect was real, and the crowd made sure Bonner felt every ounce of it. And you know what? Bonner had no choice but to take it. She didn't respond.
She didn't jaw back.
She didn't even flinch. She just stood there, absorbing the negativity like a storm cloud over center court. Meanwhile, her fiancé, Alyssa Thomas, wasn't quite as quiet. She was spotted in the stands snapping back at fans, clearly heated about how Bonner was being treated. But here's the deliciously poetic twist. The Fever didn't just hold their ground without Bonner or even Caitlin Clark in the lineup. They dominated. Indiana came out swinging, playing with an edge and energy that said loud and clear, "We don't need you."